Welcome to Sales Secrets from the Top 1%, where the world's best sales experts share their secrets to sales success. My name is Brandon Bornancin, a serial salesperson and entrepreneur, and I'm sitting down with the world's best sales experts to share their top secrets to sales success. Hey everyone, welcome to Sales Secrets from the Top 1%, where the world's best sales experts share their secrets to sales success. Today is the day you've all been waiting for. The Gary Vee episode is finally dropping after months of anticipation. This one is short and sweet because Gary is a no bullshit kind of person like me. So we dive right into the secrets. Right, Adam? Right into the secrets.
Right into the secrets.
So stay tuned to see what Gary has to say to me and the team and you so that you can maximize your sales success. Anyways, let's get after it. Enjoy the Gary Vee interview, the book interview for Sales Secrets from the Top 1%, where the world's best sales experts share their secrets to sales success so that you can make more money in less time, with less work, and less effort right now, today.
Hey, Gary, what's going on? Brandon Bornancin, CEO and founder. Huge fan. You changed my life. I was selling for Google. You post all about not wanting to be an entrepreneur, and now we run a 50-person sales software company, which is huge, man. So we're big fans. We've been dying to interview you for a book and a podcast called Sales Secrets from the Top 1%, where the world's best sales experts share their secrets to sales success.
Okay.
What is your number one top sales secret?
To scale unscalable behavior. I think everybody's looking for automation and big lists and all this stuff. And literally, ironically, I was just talking to Andy and to John about the way we're gonna sell the next 10,000 cases of empathy wine, which is the number one thing I wanna sell. So please order it now, empathywines.com.
We're ordering that case tonight.
That's very meta for this video. Is literally, we're gonna call every fucking person and have a conversation with them around what value can we bring for them to buy 3 cases of wine. It's as simple as that. Scaling the unscalable, to me, is the only other interesting thing to mass awareness at the top of the funnel.
And that's what you're doing, like when you're managing your own Instagram or your own Twitter, back and forth with everyone.
Because what people don't understand is salespeople are at their best when they're the most knowledgeable of what the consumer wants. And when you're doing it yourself, you have context, which is the gateway to understanding what to say.
Wow.
And people are looking to scale, automation, blast, like blah, blah, blah.
Automate all my social media posts, automate the emails, automate.
I think phone calls
coming back
are one of the arbitrages. You won't get as many people, nobody wants to fucking talk on the phone, but the percentage you get, the closing is remarkable. And so scaling the unscalable.
And then what would your recommendation be for the audience to execute on scaling the unscalable?
Put in the work. Reply to every comment you get on social media. Email people back when they email you. Call them. Like, do the stuff that nobody else wants to do, because that means it has a chance because everybody else is doing the same shit, which means when everybody's doing the same thing, nobody's gonna win because it becomes noise.
You always just document it all, throw it all out there. Don't let I thrive off of bad comments. Like, do you just use any negativity to just keep fighting through?
Yeah, actually it's less of like that, it's just more of empathy. Like, that person doesn't have enough context to have a statement that matters enough. Both pro and con. It's the same reason that I don't get too high. It's the same reason that I'm not in some private room right now not talking to anybody. Like, the accolades feel the same way as the hate, so it just keeps it super balanced.
Got it. And
Too
why
many people love the accolades but don't want to deal with the hate, which makes them, and then they keep buying into the accolades and they think they're somebody, which then means the hate drives them down even more. The more you are driven down by hate is the more that you read the press clippings of the good shit that you've been told. I just keep it right down the fucking middle.
I love that. And when it comes to not promoting the agency, right, VaynerMedia or any of the Vayner, the New York Times bestsellers, is it hard for you? Is it to play that balance of give, jab, hook? Like, how do you do it to where, hey, I'm gonna give 20 million times and then I'm gonna ask to buy empathy wine or reach out to my social agency?
I try to focus completely on bringing in the most values possible and then hope that whatever I'm trying to sell can naturally do it without me having to ask more. But I'm not scared if I have to. Like, one of the interesting things with the wine business was I decided to make 30,000 cases instead of 10,000 cases at the last minute. We've sold our 10,000.
Crazy.
But 20,000 is a lot. I've been pushing empathy a lot. So like, there's work to be done. Hence, I mean, I'm here because of that.
We'll sell some at the party.
I'm literally not here if I decided to do 10,000 cases instead of 30. But it was ROI positive enough for me to do, but then that's how I'm thinking, right? Like, I want to bring as much value to my audience as possible. So then I'm willing to give up my biggest asset, which is my time, to do something like this, which is ROI positive in comparison to paying me the ridiculous fee that I have for the event. So it's just kind of like, you just haven't, what's funny? The boxing analogy is a good one. My jabbing and right hooking is predicated on the fight. Right? Some fights are easier than others.
Right.
And so
depends on the opponent and the market.
The harder the fight, the better I have to land my jab, the harder I have to hit my right hook. And so it's completely predicated on the fight.
Okay, and we've got 1 million social media followers on LinkedIn, B2B salespeople who are just always like sending LinkedIn messages, pitching people, spamming. What advice do you have for B2B salespeople out there?
Spam.
Like, if they want to deliver value like you, like, what would you recommend to the B2B salespeople?
If you're selling a B2B product and you know who your target is, a CFO, a CIO, a CTO, a
CMO, you name it.
Think about what they need and make that content so it brings them macro value, and then use that as a halo effect for me. Like, why do the three of you like me?
Value. Yeah.
It builds guilt, it builds brand, it builds relationship, and then it makes you want to support. Now, what you know also is that for all the value I brought, there are people who've built $10 million businesses on the back of all free value who've not ordered 3 bottles of empathy. That's just something you have to sign up for, in recognizing that's the part of giving actual value versus giving. So many people in B2B give with the intent to get something. I'm gonna take you golfing to the best club.
Do it.
But what I'm really saying is, I'm gonna take you golfing so you give me the account.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then I'm feeling angry about it. And that's just the wrong framework. That leads to a lot of disappointment and a lot of negativity. And so for me, it's just, I'm completely and utterly focused on bringing value, and then there's moments when I need something, and however those chips fall, they fall, and then I adjust to whatever the reality is.
When did that set in to where you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna play this value game? Like, was it when you were doing Wine Library? Was it the social agent?
No. I think it was probably when I started selling baseball cards.
Okay.
Like, I think it's inherently in me. Over the last 20 years, I've just learned how to articulate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.